You know the kind of guy who never skates and wonders why he sucks at skating? Well, that was me. Every time I went out to skate, I would suck. That's when I realized I had to make a change. So I made a list of all the tricks I need to learn, and one by one, I'm going to learn them all. I'm just trying to be a better skater. My name is Jimm. Every skater has an origin story. And I know it's super weird that I just came up with the camera and started talking like that, but I promise we're going to get past that. My origin story began around 1984. I was very lucky that I grew up in Virginia Beach. And in Virginia Beach, I went to Bayside. Bayside, we had Andy Howe, we had Mike Rossini, we had the Gators brothers, John Fidella, Neely, Pee Wee, Gib Droll. I mean, just a whole list of actual legends. It was incredible. But we're going to talk about that another day. Today, we're going to talk about 1986 and a Virginia Beach guy who got the cover of Thrasher without any industry contacts or any sponsors. He was just a complete unknown, and he made the cover. And his name was Owen.
Hey, how's it going? My name's Owen, Rayfield. I own Tidewater Skate Shop here in Kempsville, Virginia Beach, Virginia.
When did you start skating?
Started skating when I was 5 years old. My babysitter's big brother was a surfer, skater, punk rocker.
Yeah.
And I used to just watch him, listen to punk records, and go out in front of the court we lived in, and he would just skate out there, and he would surf it up, and I was like, I want to be just like that guy. And I remember in 5th grade, still skating, and Bob Harwood moved to the area. Bob rolled up into the cafeteria at Arrowhead Elementary, and he had an adventure shirt on. I'll never forget it. And he had that blonde hair, man. I was like, dude, you skate? And he was like, yeah, man. And then him and I were friends forever, And then Hewitt rolled around, and when Chris Hewitt moved here from Bayside area, that's how we ended up here. That's how all this ended up, because Chris Hewitt's granny was like an angel, and she would take us everywhere. Chris would be like, Granny, I need you to take me here. And she would get us in the car, and she had a little station wagon.
Yeah.
And there would be all these boys. Every boy you see in this picture, basically, besides Mike, were there, in Chris's granny's car. And the day before all this happened, the guys and I, we were over at 17th Street Surf Shop on Pacific Avenue. And across the street from 17th, there was a real long curb at the 7-Eleven that everybody used to do board slides on. And we were over there doing board slides. It was like Chris Vaughn, Charles Daniels, Chris Hewitt, myself. I can't remember who else was there, but we were all hanging out there skating and stuff. And Mike V rolled up. And Mike V, this was the time during when we were doing these type of hand plants. So your skateboard just got destroyed, because whenever you threw it up on two hands like that, it would fall off and teeter down and destroy the nose and the tail and chip it all up. And Mike had this horrible looking board, man. And Lance Mountain came out of 17th Street Surf Shop, and he was checking us out, and he said to Mike V, he was like, how are you riding that thing? And he was like, what do you mean? And he was like, hold on. And he went and he came back with his board, his own board, and he gave Mike V his board. And everybody was like, damn. And next day we were down at the skate contest at Mount Trashmore, and we were all in the parking lot right here. Mofo from Thrasher, he was the Thrasher photographer. He was out there taking pictures of all of us kids and stuff. And there's a bunch of pictures on the inside of all of us skating as well. It's super cool, hand plants. There's a couple pictures of myself and this other dude, right here, doing hand plants together and stuff. And then, so this whole thing was Mofo, take this picture. Right around this time, Lance Mountain and Stacy Peralta came down off the ramp. And Stacy was like, this is the guy you're talking about? And he was like, yeah, we never saw Mike V again. That was the last time we saw him.
So in this picture, though, so you're over here on this side.
Yeah.
So who else is in there?
You got me. You got Roger Porter. Roger's an accountant. He's one of the best accountants.
And he's your accountant now?
Oh yeah, he's my accountant. He
awesome.
Takes care of me. He's way better than me. He doesn't need my stupid little account, but he loves me. We've known each other since we were little kids, so he looks out for me. You got Mike V. This is Brad. I can't remember his last name. And then you've got over here Bill Tomish, and then Charles Daniels.
Nice.
Big Charles.
Let's talk about your board. So what deck were you riding?
Tommy Gueerro, man.
Do you remember the trucks?
Yeah, sure. They had to be Indies if you look in the picture, but most likely they were a mix-up, because I was a poor kid from Arrowhead. And you could always tell the poor kids from Arrowhead because the bolts on their board came from the hardware store. So most likely this was a mix-up of trackers and probably venture hangers, because it looks like venture hangers if you look at it.
Yeah,
But most likely they would have mix of some stuff.
So what sort of wheels do you think you had on that?
These definitely were some Bones wheels. You can tell they were the Bones because they were huge.
Yeah, I was thinking like 64 millimeters, something big.
Who won this year?
I think Tony Hawk won that year.
I'm pretty sure Tony Hawk did, yeah.
Yeah, because that was the year that Gator got arrested because he hit a cop.
Yes, because he hit a cop.
And
that's the year like Charlie Beasley and me and myself. We threw rocks at the police. Don't tell anybody. And we also pulled Gator out of the car. Like we opened the car door and ripped Gator out of the car, man, and pulled him out and stuff.
Y'all did that?
Yeah.
Shit, I remember hearing.
You were
about that.
bad kids, man.
So
he was our hero too. You know, he was like Gator.
Wasn't he in the Powell videos, like sort of in the background, like eating, I think, hot dogs or something, like just palling around with the guys,
just chilling with the guys.
Yeah, that dude ripped, man. He was so good.
Charlie was cool, man. He ended up playing in a punk band called like Mugwort with Will Sprague. Yeah. And they pretty cool. Him and Danny Rupert too.
Yeah.
But Dad, I want to go outside and play with the gang.